Hello, today I'm reporting from the War Years Remembered exhibition in Main Street, Ballyclare. It is comprised of hundreds of military history artefacts collected by Belfast man David McCallion. David first took an interest in the subject after chatting with his grandfather when he was just 8 years old. And it's been his passion ever since. Over the years he has amassed a staggering number of artefacts. The aim of his exhibitions, like the one running in Ballyclare, is to bring history alive for future generations. David takes parties of school children around all of the exhibits, explaining their historical significance in his own animated, entertaining style.
A tremendous battle is raging in France and Flanders. The Germans, by a remarkable combination of air bombing and heavily armoured tanks, have broken.
Well, basically when I was 8 years of age I got granted stuff from the First World War, and I was lucky enough to have the stories that he told me as I grew up, because it sort of skipped a generation, because he never told my mum and dad, or my mum and dad never knew about what he went through during the First World War, probably because it was too hard for him to talk about it, and all those years had passed. So obviously it was then a little bit easier for him in later times to talk to me. And I grew up with these stories and basically had his bits and pieces given to me as a child. And then I found out about my granddad White, who never talked also about it because he went through terrible things through the Second World War. And a few years ago, my wee girl came home from school and said, "Daddy, I want to need this paperwork filled in. We're going to the Imperial War Museum." And I sort of got a wee bit wound up that our children have to go from Northern Ireland over to the likes of Eden Camp and the Imperial War Museum, because we don't have a decent war museum here in Ireland, never mind North or South. And I said, well, basically I have this collection here, and I've took it on the road ever since, basically going around schools, giving lectures on both the First and Second World Wars. Second World War to primary schools and First World War to secondary schools. And then I basically got involved here with the Ballyclare side of it with the War Memorial. There's 68 missing names missing from the War Memorial in the town here. And I got my heart wrenched a wee bit to find that there was 68 missing names, because it's 90 years ago, the end of World War I, and to find out that that's only one memorial. How many war memorials in all Ireland are actually missing names? So I was actually asked to put this display on, and we got into the plans of it last year, and we decided we'd make this the best thing we could ever do. So for the first time ever, my whole collection's out.
It's absolutely unbelievable, and I credit the man who put it all together. It's a one-man show basically. Okay, there are a lot of people helped set the thing up, but the collection is unbelievable for anyone who's interested in military history.
It's important, I think, for the school kids and everybody to come along here and just get to learn about the war.
It's very important. You know, I still believe that if we don't learn from history, we run the risk of repeating it, and things like this certainly help to keep that idea alive, you know.
It's very good.
Are you learning about World War II in school?
Yeah.
So it's good to come here and see all this.
Yeah.
What about you?
It's surprising how much you can fit into one space, and I can't believe what things you could find lying about.
Joan, you're a carer with Sensei and I, and you've brought some of the people along here today. Just how important has it been to bring them to sort of events like this?
Well, they had been at the last one. It was in Carrickfergus, down in the Corsi Centre. So today we brought them again, different ones, to let them see know about the experience of what the war had for their families and their ancestors. And we found that they're very, very interested, and there's a lot here for them to see and to do. So we have a couple, one RAF and one ex-service army, so hopefully that they'll enjoy today.
And I have here now David Grattan. David, understand, did you used to be in the RAF?
Yes, I was a corporal in the RAF. It was good. I enjoyed it.
And you've been along here to this exhibition. What do you think about the exhibition?
It's good so far. I love it. It's great.
Gentlemen, have you really enjoyed coming along here today?
Yes,
it's been brilliant.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, I have indeed. Very, very interesting, I have to say.
Indeed.
And what about yourself?
I'm an ex-army man myself, so I am. Ex-army. I used to be in the army in Northern Ireland, you know, UDR, so I was, ex.
And you think it's important then for people to come along and see something like
Yes,
this?
it's very important, it is.
Just to be able to come along and understand things that happened during the war?
Yes, definitely.
No, now take your fingers out. Come on, remember I told you about this before. Okay, it has to be safe. Alright? You like that, don't you?
I really like it because of all the wartime stuff.
And what was your favourite bit?
Dressing up in costumes.
Yeah, I especially like the story about the man that jumped on top of the grenades.
What was that about?
A man who, there was a pile of grenades and one of the grenades was about to go off, so he jumped on top and saved all the men around him.
Okay, I have here Jake and William from Fairview. Boys, what have you made of this exhibition here today?
Good.
Cool.
What was your favourite bit?
The bombs.
So I have here Sophie and Ellen. Girls, what did you think of the exhibition?
Very good.
I think, what was really the best bit of it?
And the stuff on show.
Brilliant.
I liked it whenever he got the bomb and it started shooting across the place, and then everybody thought it was going to explode, but it didn't.
Well, what I've seen of it so far, I'm very pleased with it. It's really good, and it's educational for children too, which I see some school children over there.
It's important for them to learn about all this.
Oh, it is. We don't want to forget about it.
The exhibition is exceptionally good. I was passing through and I saw advertised, and I really appreciate it. I think all the young ones in the area or anybody else should come and see it, for it's most enjoyable, and if they ever had time they should go to the Somme, as I was a few years ago, and see it, the trenches and all for themselves. Absolutely excellent.
A tremendous personal collection that's been put together here, isn't it?
Yes, a lovely collection, well done, well laid out, and a lot of work. I would say clap your hands for the people who did it, for they really did it well.
The exhibition continues in the former Asda store in Main Street, Ballyclare, until this Saturday, February the 14th. For further details, log on to the website warriorsremembered.co.uk.